Please. 9 4 years.
We can go ahead and start. We're live.
Hello?
Yeet.
You you dropping the song?
Oh, that already played.
Oh, we're on right now.
Yeah, we're on right now.
Well, from Bolivia to Peru, it's the Booze Brothers. Never the Lose Brothers. I'm Paul Grizzly.
Oh, I'm Mike. Sorry. I was trying to get my mic right.
How you doing, bud? Happy New Year.
Have we done one since then?
No, this is brand new. This is brand new.
Brand newsy, huh?
Yeah, bringing in the new year.
I hang on, I'm trying to bring it up where I can see the comments as well. Something going.
So
I can't. So my second screen
uh huh.
isn't working anymore. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on there. So it kind of fucks up the whole situation. You know what I'm saying?
Can you go in the other room and make sure it's something good, please?
Yeah,
Oh,
do a solid.
how does that sound, Big Dog? Do your thing, 21. Do your thing. Just I'm all right.
Am I all right?
Michelle, can you say something?
Yeah, I'm saying something right now, man.
How does it sound? Sounds good. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool.
So what's going on?
Bet. So what's up, man? Happy New Year. God dog.
I know it's been a while. Wait, are you behind? Say something. Oh no, you're good. It looked like you were paused for a second.
Yeah, it's that suddenly we were running with.
Yeah, you got the fiber optics.
So how was your little trip down to
I don't
Paris?
want to talk
You
about it, and I'll tell you
okay?
why. I'll tell you
Okay.
why. I think it's gonna turn out to be something bigger than what it is, what it should be.
Okay.
Like you know,
Okay.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
No,
I
I
don't want to say nothing.
understand.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying. But I'll talk to you about it off air. But it's like a it's gonna be a big deal. It's
Oh
gonna
wow.
yeah. It's like lawyers and shit.
Oh wow. That ain't good. Well, anyway, Happy New Year's. Did
Yes, sir.
you come up with any resolutions yet?
I don't know. I was gonna do the gym one. Like I'm gonna start working out, and
Mm.
I was like, I ain't trying to go to the gym and get in them people's way. You know?
You gotta let it rest. You gotta
Yeah,
put that pussy on ice for
I'll
at
start
least
in
2 weeks.
February or
Yeah, you don't
April
want to. You don't want to
or
show up. You don't
June.
want to be one of those guys. Like, look at this guy.
Yeah,
Uh-oh, this guy stinks.
I would like to know the what do you call it? Like the membership percentage. Like,
Right.
does it go up this month? I'm sure it does. It has to, right?
I don't know if at the end of the year they drop this, or at the beginning of the new year they drop it for this. If that makes any sense.
If I owned a gym around New Year's, I'd raise the price.
Yeah.
$10 a month, bump it up to I don't know 15.
If I own a gym, I would do, if you've been here over a year and you come in at least once a month, you got like a month for free or something crazy like
Yeah,
that.
it's like church. Like I don't go to church on a regular basis now, so
Yeah.
I don't go to church on like Easter.
Mhm.
I
Yeah, that
just feel
bitch is
like,
popping,
oh yeah,
full of whores.
yeah, it's all hot.
It's all-
Yeah, I just feel like that's being a hypocrite.
yeah.
Damn, the views are
Yeah.
popping tonight.
I know. I tell you what, they're in, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I got a little buzz going on me.
I do too. I was sitting here playing Madden, thinking you weren't gonna do this.
I kind of opted out, but we had company. We had company. We just got another viewer. Shout him out. What's up?
Shout them
We just
out.
got another viewer. Anyway, yeah, I had company over, and I had to do some of
Um,
my trade
That's
today.
that suddenly
Shout
is
them out,
working
Border,
hard
Texas.
tonight.
Yeah. Am I lagging on your end?
Every like for a split second, you will.
Am I?
It's good now though. You look good.
Okay. Yeah, I had to do some work in beautiful Borger, Texas,
Hmm.
and I ain't done it in a good while, so we lost that viewer. Damn it. Uh,
Yeah. It's one of those. Oh shit. Didn't mean to click on that.
but yeah, I'm dog shit tired. I ain't gonna lie to
That
you.
1.8 got you, huh?
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's weird. I was telling Tiff today how that 1A work. It's like it don't matter who you are, but every 1A tester. So I guess if I can break it down to anybody who's listening. So in our and well, not in your field no more, but in my field, we do quality control for asphalt. So 1B is like testing asphalt on the road, and 1A is testing asphalt in the lab.
Boom.
And that sounds pretty retarded, but it is a thing, believe it or not.
Yep.
And uh, uh, in the lab, I don't care what 1A it is, not you, not Paul, anybody, everybody says the same thing. That last guy was so, like, not filthy, but just messy.
Right.
And you know how to follow today.
Yep.
So
Did
that
you
was
ask
pretty,
him about that, or was that just kind of? I guess I'll clean it.
uh, I don't
I
want to
just
get into it.
I don't see any excuse for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it. That's bad. That's really
Yeah.
bad.
It was literally, well, I'm going to get to it. And then while I'm, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
The reason he does that to you is because you ain't gonna say nothing. He won't do that to someone else.
No,
You
for
know what I
sure.
mean by someone else.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to say no
Yeah.
names on here, but because that someone else
Anymore.
will go off on his ass.
I know. Freak out. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyhow. So you didn't make a trip. So what's going
I
on? What's
did.
going on with
We
Mikey?
could talk about the trip.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was
Okay.
asking. I wasn't asking anything
Not
else.
no results. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
for
I
sure
mean,
not.
I went to Paris, Texas, for what that is worth,
Pretty gay.
dude. I hate that town so much. And the crazy thing is, like when they come here, they talk about
Yeah,
how much they hate it here, and
dude.
I'm like, you live in Paris.
Paris is not the move, and it's pretty funny because I have a couple of shirts or a couple hats or what have you that say Paris, Texas, and I'll run into someone random like at a tune or what have you.
Hmm.
They love it,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I've been there. I mean,
You don't.
you know,
What's crazy is like you don't know how many people I've ran into that like I'm wearing an RK Hall sweater now. I wear RK Hall stuff all the time, and when people see that, they're like, "You work for RK Hall?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "So you're from Paris?" I'm like, "No." And they're like,
uh,
"Oh, I used to live in Paris in the '80s." Like I run into people all the time that say that.
yeah,
I'm like, "That's a random place to live. Why didn't you just live in Dallas?"
yeah. It's
Uh,
I'm getting.
now you're good. It's a fucking 6 hour drive, and there ain't like shit
Did it rain?
between. No, actually, no rain.
No.
That's the first time I've ever been to Paris and it didn't rain.
Can't believe you didn't go to Crazy House.
It's too far, man.
It is a good little trip. What'd you eat? That's the real question. Please tell me you got Italian food because there's one little Italian spot there that is okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's what hotel did you stay in? Or did you sleep there?
Yeah, I stayed in La
What
Quinta.
um
You know where those group of hotels at that we usually stay on the loop? It's like
yeah,
there's like it's in between. No, there's those hotels that we usually stay at. Then there's that Dairy Queen, and
is
it's
it kind of
right
like
next to.
is it kind of like in the like cul-de-sac if you will? Because that's the one I stayed at. It's like
No,
kind of No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, in that cul-de-sac area is where I stayed when I went, and not next door, but because I think next door is like an urgent care, and then
Yeah.
like two door, right?
Okay, then yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, probably the same one.
Yeah.
But yeah, like two doors down, there's a little Italian spot they have there, and then Paris, Texas. I was like, fuck it, I'll try
The
this out.
the cringiest thing in Paris, and I know if anyone lives in Paris that watches this, like people
Mhm.
we work with, I know they're gonna get mad because we're dogging Paris. But the cringiest thing is the Eiffel Tower
Mm.
with the cowboy hat on it. That has to be the most cringiest thing there.
I mean, I get off on the cowboy head up top, but I don't know. They could. It's kind of like I don't know. Like we slip away because we have the Cadillac Ranch, but it's
Hmm.
like you're not gonna think cars in the ground are gonna be anything bigger than cars in the ground.
The
Trunk
Campbell's
sticking out of the
the
ground.
Campbell's factory is there. So when you
Right.
when you
Yeah. It
pull into
smells like soup.
Paris, yeah, it smells like chicken noodle soup. That's cool.
But what I'm saying is, anybody who knows anything about Paris, or excuse me, anybody who thinks they know anything about Paris, Texas, is they think about that uh, Eiffel Tower. No, no. It was like that thing at Caprock. Remember way back in the day we would climb it? What was that? It was for I guess the band people to video record, or what was that? What
Oh
would you even call
yeah,
that?
I don't know. I don't know what
It's
that
that
is.
same height, maybe 200 feet high, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, we. Oh, I remember that. We climb up there and just sit there for
Yeah,
hours. Man, we were weird.
fucking fine.
Let's get into some NFL.
Oh man, dude! Shout out to or you go first.
Damar Hamlin. Did you
Yeah,
watch that game?
I didn't. You text me out of nowhere, and you're like, "Are you watching this?"
I
And then me and Tiff tuned in late.
I told Dean we were trying to find something to watch, and I'm like, man, that's gonna be a damn good game.
Yeah.
So you don't watch football.
Oh
So
boy.
I got a quick shut your mouth. We're gonna watch Dancing with the Stars or whatever it was. I don't remember. But anyways, she's finally like, I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm like, yes, thank God. So I put the
Right.
game on, and there's like
Mhm.
players standing all over the field. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go get the ironing board, start ironing my pants, and I get an alert on my phone saying they had to give this dude CPR.
Mm.
And I'm like, damn, what the hell happened? So I turn it back on, and there's like people on ESPN like praying, like live. And I'm like, something's
Yeah.
wrong here because they don't let you talk about the Lord on TV no more.
I know. Yeah, that was a
That
real
was the
big thing, and
crazy part.
a lot of people were, which was kind of weird, was because I guess a lot of those broadcasters weren't expecting to get put on camera, and some of them were like, I can't talk right now. I
Yeah.
can't talk right now.
You know who I
I,
hate?
oh, who?
Stephen A. Smith.
Oh my God.
I feel like he fakes everything he does.
Yeah.
And
What
then
do
when
you
he
have to
was
say
on,
about it?
I'll just, we've just never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
How can the NFL restart this game? That was the weird thing. How it took them so long to cancel the game or postpone it. And then they eventually canceled it yesterday. But, because, I mean, did you see the video of like all the players crying?
Yeah. That was a big deal. Joe Burr was on the side. He was
Yeah.
even sad, and he's a fucking thug through and through.
And they were going to start the game.
Really?
Yeah. So after they took him off the field,
Yeah.
they told all the players they got 5 minutes to warm up. They told the Bills you got 5 minutes to warm up. They go over and tell the Bengals you got 5 minutes to warm up. And the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor said, "Has anybody asked the Bills what they want to do?"
Oh
And
boy.
the ref didn't say anything, so he walked over to the Bills and asked Sean McDermott what his thoughts were about restarting the game. And Sean McDermott was like, "There's no way I can get back in the.
No, fuck no,
And
dude.
that's why they went to the locker room. It wasn't because the NFL was like, okay, let's give these players a little bit. But yeah, they were gonna replay. They were gonna start that game back. They
Mhm.
finally canceled it though.
So, what does that game go down as a tie?
I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a tie, but I do know if either of those teams get home field advantage, the AFC Championship game will be played at a neutral site.
So we're up to 5 now. So,
Bingo, bango.
hey, what it do? Comment on here. We'll shout you out. No, I did see something that in that same stadium that there's been like, well, we're done.
Yeah,
There's been
Tua,
like 3 or 4 other bad.
Antonio Brown. That's where he got his brain fucked up and scrambled. Um, Ryan Shazier got paralyzed on that same field. There's been quite a bit. Weird.
And you said his. Can you explain the charity thing he had going on? That was a pretty big deal, I
Yeah,
thought.
so DeMar Hamlin was a 6th round pick, which means he didn't make shit. Like he wasn't rich. He didn't make
Right.
millions. I mean, he definitely made more than me and you put together
More than
times two.
me. Right.
But he didn't make like what you think an NFL player makes.
Yeah.
So he started a GoFundMe page, and the goal was $2,500, and he's done this every year. He's been in the league. Goal was $2,500. That night before the game started, it was at 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
After he got injured, like an hour after he got injured, it was up to like 2.5 million. And
Holy shit.
I don't know what it's at now. Yesterday it was at 7 million.
That is crazy. And he has not fully recovered, but he's responsive. I seen something
He's
on.
awake. He woke up today, and
And
he's talking to his family. He even talked to the Bills on FaceTime during their meetings.
yeah.
That's crazy. And I'm not a doctor. I'm
Well,
not
I
even
seen
going to
some
try
of
to
those shit.
explain the injury.
Yeah.
Uh,
I did see
5 hours ago, he was at 8 million. But
I seen
today,
Go ahead.
sorry to keep interrupting you, but
No,
today,
you're right. You're
Fanatics announced that all his jersey sales, all his jersey sale money, will go
yeah.
back to that charity too. And his jersey sales have like skyrocketed since he got hurt.
I mean, I don't know. I really hate being this guy, but I'm gonna say it because I know he's like alive and well or getting better. But if that would have, and I hate being this guy, but if it was a Cowboys game versus someone that we hate, you know, you're in the stands and you paid $500 for a seat, you're probably gonna be upset. I mean, obviously not knowing that he was like fucking dead on the field.
I would think
You
that
just
too, but it was the fans in the stands were like always calm, like they weren't yelling or nothing. So I
yeah.
think they kind of understood like something serious is going on here. You know what I mean? But I don't know. You're probably right. Did you see people wilding out on Skip Bayless? Do you know what he tweeted?
Dude, Shannon and Skip.
Yeah,
So it was missing.
Shannon
Can you read
skipped.
it?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Because I know what he tweeted was a little bit misconstrued. He didn't, or it was
Yeah,
read. It was something.
yeah,
It
I
was something. It was something along the lines of,
I'm trying to find it.
this game. This game is so important, or something.
Correct.
And then everybody took it as he was saying that dude's
So
injury wasn't
okay,
important.
so his tweet says, "No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant." So he did say like restarting the game is not. I mean, you know what I mean. And I understand. I don't think there's a way you could reschedule that game to be played at a later time.
Yeah.
I think the only option was is if you're going to play this game, it needs to be tonight.
Now I hate to be a dumbass, but what did that game hold for both those teams? Like,
Cincinnati would have won their division,
oh,
and
okay, okay, okay.
and if Buffalo would have won, I think they would have locked up home field advantage.
Oh, okay.
It was a pretty big game because I think the Bills were like 13-2 or whatever, and then um, Cincinnati was 11-4, some shit. I don't know the records, but it was a pretty big game.
Though, probably bad timing to post something like that.
Horrible.
You think he was trying to? You think he was trying to backtrack, or do you think he
On first take the
was,
next morning? Definitely
yes.
backtracking. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to ease. Because I think everybody on Twitter at the time, from what I was looking at, was everybody was like, there's no way we can replay, like, we can start this game back up.
Mm.
And then Skip Bayless, being Skip Bayless, was the one that was like, well, what else are we going to do? Which he's right. How are you going to reschedule that for a later time? There's no way.
No way. Yeah.
The only way would have been moving
both the dub, maybe.
Now, if you're going to replay that game, the only way is that one of the teams would have to give up their bye week, whoever won, or both would have to give up their bye week. And then, or you could push the Pro Bowl back to after the Super Bowl like it used to be years ago.
I know.
And then play.
Yeah, now it's in 4, I think. Right?
Yeah, and then but that would mean that the teams who make the Super Bowl don't get that bye week. And I don't think anybody wanted that.
I just know. Did you see the second episode when Shannon showed up?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not going to apologize for my tweets. Like, you won't even let me finish. You won't even let me finish.
Well, did you see what happened between them a few weeks ago?
No.
They were arguing about Tom Brady, the GOAT, Big Dick Brady. And Shannon Sharp was trying to say he's not the best football player ever. And then Skip Bayless was like, he's the best football player ever. Well, they got like in an argument about it. And Skip Bayless was like, you're just mad because he's 45 and you had to retire when you were 35. Well, Shannon Sharp was a fucking tight end. Like, those aren't comparable at all.
And Shannon Sharp was a beast in like 90, was it 98?
Something like that. Yeah.
He played for the Broncos?
Yes. And the Ravens. I think that whole show is annoying, though.
You think that was real arguing about the tweets, or you think that was like?
I think after what happened between him and the Brady conversation, I truly think that Shannon Sharp doesn't like Skip Bayless now. So I think every argument that's on there now, is a real argument. But early in the show, you could tell, like, they were both getting paid to disagree with each other.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. In other news, I don't know if you heard, but Dallas Cowboys win. Eagles lose. And Niners lose.
Yes.
We clinched the division.
No. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
If the Niners lose and the Eagles lose and we win, we get division, first round bye, and
well, if Eagles lose and we win, we get the division. If the 49ers lose and the Eagles lose, we get first round bye and clinch home field advantage. That's not going to happen.
But I'm saying my thing is, if that happens, so what? Niners play Atlanta. So for sure that's not going to happen. No. But say it does happen, who are we going to get? And I think me and you both know it's going to be either one we don't want, which is Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Or second we don't want, it's probably going to be Thomas Brady.
If it stays how it is now, Anthony Freeman just texted me. If it
I was
stays
gonna say
how
he
it is
texted me
now,
too.
we get
He's got Skype.
um
Can we bring him in?
you can bring him in if you want to. You want to? I need a Skype name.
Ask him for his Skype name. He says he has some topics. We shall see. I'm just worried about his internet connection because he's out in the boonies.
Yeah, I know. So let's say everything stays how it is now. Eagles win, 49ers win, we win.
Yeah.
We get Tom Brady.
What, is that? Yeah.
I think so. I think cuz
I,
well, I
I
don't
thought if
know
they,
because
I thought if they both win, we get Aaron.
do we?
Yes.
I don't think Green Bay's going to win
Who's
this
Green Bay
week.
playing?
Detroit. Have you seen Detroit?
I mean,
They're
they're
scoring like
so
40
hot.
points a game right now, which is weird because they started out like 1-8 and now they're fighting for a playoff spot. But I also seen that due to the Bengals and Bills game, that game might not even matter. Like Detroit might be out anyways, just based off of
Detroit, what?
yeah, just based off of like what they've had to do since that game wasn't played. And I don't know. I haven't looked into the details of it. I don't. I'm not even going to act like I know what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna
He read it but didn't invite me.
uh, it's Skype, right?
Yeah, I asked him what his Skype name was. I'll invite you. Can we talk about his vacation?
Who's that?
Anthony's.
Our vacation?
No, his vacation.
I don't know. I don't know. He says he has some things planned. I don't know if we're gonna talk about that.
Well, no,
I
I'm
was
just
like,
saying,
well,
like telling the people,
oh, that he was
like,
in prison.
like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
okay. So, like, kind of introduce him a little bit. Why he's
yeah.
never been on.
Well,
Okay.
I think we had him on. Did he send you something?
No, not yet. So the people who are listening, Anthony's been in prison for like 17 years for murdering an 87-year-old lady, and
Something
he's
like
finally out,
that.
and we're trying to get him on.
Well, for the True and Blue listeners, he was on a couple of podcasts through the phone. I remember. I think there was one episode where we had one of his jail buddies on too, so that was pretty cool.
I remember playing Call of Duty with his jail buddies, but I don't remember him on the podcast. Okay, here we go.
Man, I hope his internet connection's all
Yeah,
right.
he didn't send me anything I needed. I don't. Let me see.
I like that hat, dude.
Thanks, man. This is the.
Forgot what hat you're wearing. Huh? You had to look down and see
No,
what hat you're wearing. That's how you know when you got a lot of hats, ladies and gentlemen. You had to look
no.
down and see what hat you're wearing.
Okay, let's see. Ant Freeman.
Okay.
There he is.
Oh boy. He's gonna be all smiling weird like this. Watch.
Oh my God.
What's up, guys?
Oh my God.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Hey!
Damn. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, bud?
What's up, man? Hold on, let me close it on the YouTube. There's kind of a delay from the YouTube. Let me.
Oh yeah. Turn your radio down. I'm just kidding. I've always wanted to say that because Sway on Sway in the Morning says it all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Paul Grizzly's brother in Anthony Freeman.
What's up, guys? What's up, man? I'm thank you for having me. I'm excited to be on. Shout out from Soto. He said he met you at the card shop, and does that sound right? His name's John, I believe.
I hate,
At
Paul, turn your phone sideways if you
sideways.
can. If you can.
Yeah, okay.
Boom. There we go.
A little better.
Yeah, perfect.
There it is. What's going on, Anthony? Anthony Freeman?
Not much, man. Just been watching you guys on the old YouTube.
Man, we're
Yeah.
trying. We're trying.
Hey, y'all are doing it, man. Y'all are doing it. I'm proud of you. I'm happy to be on. So, what's been going on with you guys, Mike? I know I've been listening to these casts about you flying, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I fly planes now. It's weird, man. It's
Is
weird.
it?
Yeah. I fly planes but don't get paid for it. It's cool.
Yeah. What about helicopters? Have you thought about that?
Nah, that's like a whole nother set of. My plan is to eventually get into airlines and stuff, and so like once you pick like airplanes or helicopters, you kind of have to ride that out because it's like a whole new set of training, and it takes so long to get airline trained that you don't want to fuck with another training. So best thing for me to do is just ride it out with airplanes.
Oh yeah, dude. That'd be cool, man. Imagine you get on a flight, especially with places like Southwest, and pilots so bad.
Yeah, I want it so bad.
What's going on with Southwest anyway?
I don't know. My sister was supposed to go fly to Dallas that week that all that shit happened. And they were like, well, it's because of the weather. And I'm like, well, there ain't no fucking bad weather between here and Dallas. And now they're saying like something with their systems fucked up and they couldn't do any flying. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't want to be a pilot for Southwest, but
I want to say Tiff was talking to someone, and when we're in San Antonio, and they were supposed to land on like Monday, and they had to stay wherever they're at till like Friday or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or was that you?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, it was Tiffany. She said that they came like at Christmas time, and they were supposed to be back by Christmas time, and they didn't get back till after New Year's or something, right? Or
Something like that.
they had to stay at the airport for a week.
Well, did you hear about Tomcat? Have you talked to Tomcat, Paul?
I have not.
So our boss, his name's Thomas. Shout out Thomas. He usually watches, but he's not on tonight. Him and his family went to Hawaii right after Christmas, and they flew American Airlines, so they didn't have to deal with none of that shit.
Boom. All day, every
so
day.
they get there, have a great time, whatever. Well, in Maui, they were supposed to come back. Flight got delayed. So they show up for the new flight time. Gets delayed again. Finally get on a plane. They fly to LA. Gets delayed like 3 times. Get all the way to Dallas. The plane they were supposed to take from Dallas to here failed inspection. So they were like, well, we have a new plane. We have another plane coming in at 7. We can get y'all on that one. New plane shows up. They're like, well, there's only like 3 seats. Who wants them? Of course, they don't get them because there's 4 of them. So then they're like, 9 o'clock tonight, y'all can go home. The plane that was supposed to show up was canceled wherever it was coming from. So they're like, well, we'll just give y'all a voucher for a hotel. Ended up having to stay the night in Dallas. And then the next morning, 7 a.m. flight gets canceled. They didn't leave Dallas until 9 a.m. that next day to come back. And that's American Airlines, and I don't understand what the fuck happened with that.
That doesn't make sense. So I guess if it's me, I wouldn't want to sit there. If they tell me, if I'm in Dallas going to Amarillo, and they say, you know what, it's going to be delayed 2 hours, I'm like, I'm gonna rent a car.
Well, see, that's the fucked up thing,
because it's 30 minutes for onboarding, and then you're gonna sit on the runway for another 30 minutes, right?
That's the fucked up thing is Southwest canceled so many flights. There wasn't no rental cars. Yeah, and like the voucher they got for the hotel wasn't even their regular hotel. They had to go in like the boonies and stay in the ghetto. And these are white people, so they were all fucking scared,
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. And I've
Listen,
stayed in some bad hotels.
I had a question for you and for Paulie.
All right.
Um, well, you know what? You say that. Let me go with that. So, what's the worst hotel you've ever stayed
Um, Big Spring. Big Spring has the worst hotels.
Mm,
in? Big Spring,
Yeah.
Texas, right there outside Odessa.
Yep.
mm.
Yeah. So
I think I got one beat, but go ahead.
Monahans, or I mean,
No.
the man camp.
Well, that don't count. That's not a hotel, but I think I have one beat.
Okay. Um, yeah, Odessa is just bad. When we worked with Braun, it was always hotels are so expensive down there. That was the only place where they wouldn't let us pick our own hotel. So they would book it for us to try to keep it cheap, and it was always just fucking bad. And I don't have a crazy story for that hotel, but one of the dudes we worked with, big old black dude, can't remember his name. He was cool as hell. He showed up and there was like blood smeared all over the back of the door. And he was
No.
like, yeah, fuck this. I ain't staying here. But I don't know. The worst place I probably ever stayed to where I couldn't sleep and all that was the man camps in Odessa.
Oh yeah,
The man
yeah,
camps were
pretty rough.
horrible. You could hear the Mexicans like arguing with their wives at night. The walls were so
On the
thin.
phone?
Yeah, dude, it was bad.
Permian, shout them out. Permian Lodging.
Oh my god, that sounds bad.
That
If
was
the
the name of
hotel,
it.
yeah, I know.
Permian Lodging.
Yeah.
I'm in Texas. Yeah, there you go.
No, when when I was drilling with Braun, there's a place. It's right over there by Pecos. It's called like Sergeant something or something. One of those. It's a military name, but it's a little city or a little town. Not Monahans, but when we stayed there. I remember my remote worked, but the volume didn't or something, and I think the driller, her microwave didn't work and her TV didn't work. And yeah, I was just, I don't even think I took a shower that night. And drilling all day with that dirt, for you not to take a shower, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And I'm a fat, stinky boy too.
Well, remember the towels
What?
at the man camps?
Yeah.
Dude, they were like fucking hand towels. And
Nah.
you got one and a wash rag.
What was that movie? Was that Starsky and Hutch? And he's like, for your information, those are the
Yeah.
bath
Yeah.
towels. The bath towels are on the top shelf.
Yeah.
What about Anthony? Other than your vacation, where is your worst place you stayed? As a
God,
student?
no, don't get me started on vacation. Vacation was bad. You know, so for in high school for sports, wrestling, cross country, track, and all kinds of stuff, we stayed at some a bunch of hotels all over the country. I remember we stayed in this really shady hotel. We went to Corpus Christi once, and Corpus Christi is I'd say the beaches are medium. It's good if you want to be stung by jellyfish and you want dirty water and trash on the beach, but it's cool. Shout out to Corpus
Hmm.
Christi because it has the Selena Memorial and it has the ships docked and there's a lot of
Yep.
stuff to do there. But the hotel that we stayed at, we were like balling on a budget, and it was just it was in the ghetto, and there's like people shooting up outside the hotel, and our teachers like trying to mother hen us into the hotel. That one was pretty bad. And what our teacher did, one, he was worried about us sneaking out, you know, and linking up with the girls. But what he did is he closed everybody's door and he put a quarter in the door. So that way, if
Ooh.
somebody tried to sneak out of the room, the quarter dropped, and he marked where the quarter was. So, you know, not everybody could be free. So somebody had to either put the quarter back where it was marked, or you just didn't come out of your room. And we're like on the 10th floor of a 40-story building in Corpus Christi, so you can't like go out the window, do the balcony thing. So those are pretty bad. I'd probably say that's it, man. I didn't ever have to stay anywhere too crazy.
It wasn't a shitty hotel, but I got a funny hotel story. So,
Oh boy.
senior year, I wanted to get as many patches as I could for my Letterman jacket. So, I was the manager for soccer, so I can get a soccer one, right?
There you
So
go.
yeah,
Well,
so
I saw.
yeah, so we we're all pumped because like before the season started, there was like this big um tournament in Lubbock, and Irvin, shout out Irvin, was suspended
Dude,
for doing something I can't remember, but was suspended for like the first two games. So he took his own car down there because legally he couldn't ride with us in the bus. So he had like beer, fucking weed, everything. So
everything and anything.
yeah, so they're all asking, "Are you gonna smoke with us when we get there?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it, let's do it." And we get there. Our hotel is like an indoor hotel, like where the doors are inside. And usually, high school hotels, you're saying in a ghetto one, doors outside, you can kind of sneak out. So
Yeah.
we couldn't sneak out, and they're like, "Let's just smoke in the room," and I'm like, "Nah, man, y'all are tripping." And they're like, "Dude, if we go in the bathroom and turn the shower on and get it real steamy, you won't be able to smell it, and it'll keep the smoke down." And I'm like, "Fuck." I'm like, "Well, y'all go do that. I'm gonna be right here." I'm in the fucking room, bro. And I swear to God, it wasn't but 30 seconds after they lit it, hotels banging on the door. Because we have the room right
No.
next to the fucking front desk, bro.
Oh
Yep.
No.
no.
And of course, we don't answer it. So then they go get the coaches. The coaches bang on the door and they're like, "You better fucking open this door right now." So they come
Mm.
in, and thank God I didn't take a hit, bro, because he checked everyone's eyes. Coach Chet, Paul, remember him? Chettinger?
I
He used
remember.
to be an ex
Yeah.
cop, so he fucking busted in there, all big and
He
bad.
probably was never a cop, but I mean, just
Probably not.
saying that
That's what he
around
told
high
everybody.
school kids,
Yeah, yeah, that
that's
scared
all it
us.
took.
Yeah. So we got busted for smoking weed in a fucking indoor hotel.
Dude,
Room right
when I
next to
was
the front desk.
when I was on the East Coast, I remember. So it was 3 weeks on and 1 week off, right?
Yep. Yep.
But like that weekend of your week off, those guys made it good because they all like live within an hour, so they just drive back home. Would have book a flight, sometimes it would take a day or sometimes 2 days. So you'd have to, just kind of party by yourself in your hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I was in North Kakalaka, um, so in their big service truck, if you didn't make their insurance, which if you're a new hire you didn't, you couldn't drive the truck, so you had to hoof it. Well, there was a liquor store like maybe like a block away from this hotel we're staying at. So I went and got me a big handle of Tito's because I had to wait one more night in that room, and I got me some stogies. And it was right when, do you remember Tiger King?
Oh, yeah.
When Tiger King came out? So dude, I remember just getting blasted off Gatorade Zero and Tito's.
Yeah.
and, and it started off with me like being a good boy and like walking down because I had my own room. That roommate stayed with the other dude. Weirdly, I was a dirty Mexican, so he didn't want to stay with me. I guess.
Yeah, they were doing sex, I bet.
I don't know what it was. So it started off with me like I watched the first episode, just drinking, and I'd go down in the lobby, rip a stove of NXTs, and then, dude, after like the third or fourth episode, I was just in the shower smoking stogie, pausing Tiger King, and coming and looking.
Didn't want to miss
Good
a second
times.
of that.
Hey, y'all keep it going. I got to take a leak.
Go ahead.
I'll mute my mic. Wait, make sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good. I can't hear you.
You're muted. You're good. What's going on, Mr. Freeman?
What-
You're on here
What's
now,
up,
dude.
man? Hey, man, do you have to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
Schmidt was asking. She thinks
Yeah.
you're gonna be asleep by the time that she gets off.
No, we're not. What time is it now?
It's only like 9 o'clock, little brother. Oh no, it's 10:30, so she should be getting off.
Oh yeah. Tell her she can come over. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, she's coming over now. Now, go ahead.
What about that time? You never had any crazy hotel experiences whenever you came to like watch my wrestling meets with mom?
No, it was a lot of.
Mom never got like wasted and like left you in the room, or you never went and explored. So check this out. So I'll tell you what. Whenever I went to state for wrestling, uh, Josh, remember Josh? Shout out to him
Yeah.
if he listens.
Shout them out.
Shout out to Josh, Jace. A couple dudes came, right? They had already graduated and they came to watch me wrestle at state. Um, anyway, the night before weigh-ins, we went out and they had a fake ID for me. So now we're in Austin, Texas, right? And so I'm 16, 7, I think I'm 17 years old at the time. And so we're in Austin, Texas, and they take me down to 6th Street. And if you've never been to Austin 6th Street, I guess you could compare it to downtown. You know that tattoo you have on your arm?
Yeah.
But way better. So at this time, so this was in 2007, and they were doing that show called The Real World. Remember that show?
Oh yeah.
On MTV.
Yep.
And so they had just shot a segment. They did The Real World Austin, and they had just shot a segment, and it was at the Kicking Rooster was the bar down in Austin on 6th Street. And so whenever I didn't get. I'm 17 years old. I'm in Austin for a wrestling state tournament, and I have two of my older buddies who've kidnapped me and taken me down to 6th Street, and we just get wasted. And on top of that, so I know you've never been, Paul, but I don't know if you've ever been, Michael, to 6th Street in Austin. But it's just.
Well, I've been a couple times, but not the Clucking Chicken or whatever.
It's just a block of parties. You just walk in the bar, like a ping pong ball, ding 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 ding, and a pinball. And anyway, they got the paisas selling the elotes out there, and it's good. Anyway, so that was crazy experience. And so at this time, our cousin Jerry Elijah, not Jerry Joe, was going to.
Hey, Diesel knows him.
Oh, dude, I have a story to tell y'all, but we'll have to do it off air. But we'll stay on after we're done, and I'll tell you.
Paul gave our cousin Jerry a shout out on like 2 episodes ago to Jerry Joe. So we got 3 Jerrys because it's another story. But our grandma had a son named Jerry, so everybody got.
I wonder if he would get on.
The wrong Jerry.
He would be a good guest.
Messed up Jerry. Yeah.
The lawyer.
The lawyer, yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, he was going to school at Austin, right? But he was going to law school at University of Texas in Austin. And so I made it to the dorms, and I'm walking in these dorm rooms. I'm just waiting for people to open the door. I'm drunk. 17 years old, I'm drunk, and I'm trying to find my cousin in Austin. And I don't know if you've ever been to the dorms in Austin, but they're just huge buildings, and they run for blocks and blocks. And I ended up getting lost and drunk the night before I was supposed to wrestle the state tournament my senior year. So, not that it was really of a hotel experience, but it was definitely an experience. I'm going to grab another beer. Let me mute my mic.
Yeah, go ahead. He's good. We hear him in the background. Like,
He's like, these fucking idiots. Hey, check that poster out behind there. You know what that is? That Legacy poster?
It's badass, though.
That's Garth Brooks, bro.
Really?
So, Anthony, he's a good weirdo. And he got this deluxe pack because he's real big in the vinyls right now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a deluxe pack of Garth Brooks, like every one of his big albums, and then a greatest hits album. And I guess that poster came with it, and he framed it.
Damn.
And what are you gonna do? Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. I remember one time, Matt at work sent you because y'all still have the little group QC text, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we used to always argue like Garth Brooks or George Strait. Obvious answer.
There's no question. Come on now.
Garth Brooks, right? No, I'm just fucking with you.
Hey,
King George. King George. Yeah, only 3 gods in Texas.
What are they? Who are they?
The Lord Almighty himself, Buster Welch, and George Strait.
George Strait.
Yep. Anyways,
And you just met one of them.
yeah, and you just met one of them. He died not too long ago. No, it wasn't him. It was Doc at the 4-6's ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Weird how that's like a big TV hit now, and we pass it every day.
Oh, I know. Literally, I pass it twice a day.
We can't hear you. Your mic's still on mute. Speaking Japanese.
Japanese fool. Fine language ass.
You see that bad boy right there?
Yeah, we were just talking about
We're
it.
just talking about it.
Oh, okay. That's the legacy.
Mm-hmm. But anyways,
Anthony, you had a couple more topics.
Oh, okay. So I did. You know what? So I've been I always listen to this. I try to get ideas. Because you guys usually have a pretty good flow. But so one thing I wanted to ask, I know that you guys are all coupled up. You know, y'all are off the market, so you ladies better be careful. These are married men.
mm-hmm.
But my point is that, do you have a line, right? Like this go-to line. You know what it makes me think of? I don't know. Maybe I'm not asking the question right, but you know, like there's that old man, and he kind of says that one thing, and it'll kind of rile the girls up, or it'll make them smile. And let me go first. Give you an example. So, at work, I have to deal with a lot of contractors and different companies, and they usually have a sweet little secretary answering the phone, asking questions, and what do you need us to do, and blah blah blah. So in closing the conversation, she'll say, "All right, well, thank you for calling, thank you for your business." I'll say, "All right, you stay out of trouble." And whenever I stay out of trouble, that line every single time, it gets them and they're like, "Oh, I don't get in trouble. I'm at work."
Yeah.
And then it just starts a new conversation, not work related.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to hit on them, but it's just fun to give them a hard time.
Yeah.
So I guess my question is, do you or did you or have you ever had one of those lines as kind of a go-to to get a laugh out of a stranger or a girlie or something?
I got one. I got it from my grandpa. So my grandpa's big on like these fucking my grandpa's a fucking creep, bro.
If we had him on right now, he'd have about 137.
Dude,
we do this all night.
He's told me some fucking stories. I'm like, dude, you're my grandpa. What the fuck is wrong with you? But anyways, his big thing is come back and see me. Like if yeah. So I do that one. You cashing out, and the lady's like, "Thank you." I'm like, "Come back and see me." Old ladies love that shit for some reason.
You know, it's a good one. A good one is when you're cashing out is okay. Now take my money.
I said that one today.
That one always hits young or I will. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
So the reason I ask is, okay, so there's some good ones, right? Like you guys got some good ones. But then there's the really bad ones, right? Like, is there anything else? Well, is it free? Is it free today, right? Or
see, my grandpa's that same way, like cringy. Like, dude, that hasn't been funny since the 30s. You know what I mean? Yeah. My grandpa was the same way.
So the first guy in the Stone Age who was getting rocks from the other guy, it wasn't fun to them.
Yeah.
So, but that's the reason, because sometimes I hear these different exchanges, and I'm like, man, some of them are really good, some of them are gold, and then some of them are like, man, come on.
My grandpa's the worst. Like, man, my finger hurts. He's like, well, I got a pocket knife. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, how about I cut off your finger and your leg will feel a lot better if I cut off your finger.
So, hey, well, it hurts when I do this. Well, don't do that.
Yeah.
That kind of. Some of the slapstick is good, and then the dad jokes, I really enjoy dad jokes. A good dad joke, but they have to be clever. So
I got a joke for you, Anthony.
Go ahead.
All right, so this guy's working at his pickle factory, and he goes home and he tells his mom, like, "Mom, I get this weird urge at work," and she's like, "Well, what is it?" He's like, "I want to stick my wiener in the pickle slicer." And she's like, "Oh, you might need to see someone about that because that's very weird." And he's like, "No, I'll be okay." So a few months later, he finally comes home and he's like, "Mom, I did it." She's like, "What?" "I stuck my wiener in the pickle slicer." And she goes, "Oh my God, what happened?" And he said, "Well, I got fired." And she said, "No, what happened with the pickle slicer?" And he said, I'm pretty sure she got fired too.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say that one.
Yeah,
Daddy
you'll have
would
to
love
tell
that one.
Daddy
Daddy would
that
love
one.
that
Yeah,
That
Daddy
one.
would love that one for sure.
Oh
Man.
shit! What else you got, Anthony?
Well, you know what? I was thinking about it because that reason I thought about that previous one is because y'all got off the market just in time. And when I say just in time, I mean just in time because I went on vacation, I came home, and it's a different world out here. I don't know how many times like I didn't know catfishing was a thing until my mom told me about. I'm watching this show on ID called Catfish. I said, "Oh
Catfish,
yeah,
yeah.
I like a good fishing TV show. What's that about?"
Yeah.
and
This ain't your.
she was like, "Yeah, she's like, it's where people trick people on interweb." And so first, I told my mom I was on Tinder, and she was like, "Oh, mijo, you're gay," and I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "No, Tinder's the one where the guys meet the guys," and I was like, "No, mom, I don't think that's the right one.
Yeah.
It's girls. There's girls on there." She was like, "No, mijo, like I'm not stupid. Like the Tinder," and I was like, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, mom." And she was talking about Grinder. So there's
Grinder.
another app,
Yeah.
Grinder, right? And so this is for dudes. If you want to do this, I'm trying to do this. And my mom thought I was trying to do this, and I was like, no. So I argued 5 minutes with my mom that I'm not on the gay one. And then whenever I tell her that I'm on the straight one, she's like, "Well, you're gonna get catfished." And I was like, I didn't understand the term.
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, people trick you." I said, "Mom, people trick you." And then I didn't understand it until I experienced it, right? And my brother can probably attest for these stories a little bit better than I can, but I was 0 for 2 on Tinder. And I'll share the first one, embarrassingly. Well, I'll share them both, but the first one, it got me. So, first one,
you need to let me tell that the second one. You have to.
Have you told me this story, Paul?
He probably has told you. It's
Probably,
this one.
yeah.
This one, man. Okay,
Oh
so
no! What?
I'm on the Tinder, right? And I match. Boom. Like it's you swipe pictures. I don't know if you're aware how this stupid app works.
Yeah.
And you swipe and you whatever, and you like it. So I did it, and then it pops up in your face. Boom, match made in heaven. This is forever. You should hook it up. And so I pursue it, and it's just surprisingly easy. And I'm looking. They only give you like 5 pictures. And it's they have filters. Now I now know that they have filters. They have filters, and they've been cropped and edited and photoshopped, or whatever girls do nowadays. Good for them. But
Don't be hateful.
so in all these pictures, like this girl, she's working them angles. You know what I'm saying? Like she's working the angles, and I'm like, okay, look at this girl.
Oh
She's very
boy, was she
photogenic, working these angles. And then she was like, "Hey, you want to hang out?" And I'm like, "No, like okay," because I was like, "My brother's here," and she was like, "That's cool." And she was like, "What are y'all doing?" I said, "Well, we're drinking." I said, "You're more than welcome to come drink with us because I don't know about my brother, but I like to drink."
Let me take over.
And so, well, hold on. Let me tell you this part. So this chick,
okay,
and she's in this.
You take over, bud.
She's in this lifted Chevy Colorado, and so I go because I have a 6-foot privacy fence around my property, and so I have to go and open the gate, and she's in this lifted, big old chunky tires on the Chevy Colorado. I'm like, yes, fucking score, and I open the gate, and then she comes in, and this is where I let my brother take over.
Okay, so I'm in Buda, Texas. I felt my 1A for the second time.
Oh, you're depressed as fuck too.
Anthony says, "You're gonna come and see me though, still, right?" And I'm like, I'm probably gonna get fired when I get back. So
yeah, I remember you telling me that too.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm an hour and a half out. Why not? So yeah, I pull up to Anthony's house, and he's like, "Yeah, I got a chick about to pull up," and I was like, "Fucking A. Sounds like a plan." And he's like, "And you know what, dude? Just 'cause I look out for you, my little baby brother, I told her." she's gonna bring some pizza. And I'm like, all right, you're playing into the fat card.
Yeah,
but
you
I'm
told me
into
this
it.
story. Yeah.
She did promise Pizza Hut. She did promise Pizza Hut, by the way.
Yeah, she pulls
What
up.
about the beer?
Did she bring beer?
No, I'm saying we bought the beer. We bought the beer
Yeah.
and liquor. And so at least she could have done is brought some pizza.
Brought some pizza.
So she shows
More
up.
like three.
She shows up with a big old Tupperware thing with soup. It looks like soup.
It is soup.
First thing Anthony says is, "Oh, you need no pizza?" She goes, "Oh no, it was a 30-minute wait. I didn't want to wait, but I bought y'all some pozole." And then in my ears perked up. Like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, some pozole. She's about 4'4", and mind you, whoever's watching her now, Anthony's about 4'8", so don't lose that. So I'm like, it's perfect for my little big brother. She walks in, puts down the oh god, let me fast forward. She puts down the Tupperware. We start playing. We start playing little drinking games. She picks this one game to where it's
the stupidest game.
I mean, because Anthony Freeman, the guy in the cowboy hat, he's big on drinking games, and he can come up with a drinking game in 30 seconds, and to where it's like, everyone's gonna get fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
she comes up, she's like, I played this game this one time, and it's to where it's like you chug every like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. It was just sick
yeah.
joke.
Yeah, it was the game you play at like 3:45, so everyone can go to bed. And
Yeah.
mind you, it's like 9 at night, and we're playing. We change the game up. We go to quarters. We go to quarters, and then I'm halfway at quarters, and Anthony's pretty good at quarters, really good at quarters. And then we start mollywopping her. She goes, "I'm gonna go use the bathroom." Me and Anthony look at each other. We're like, "Cool, use the bathroom." She goes to the bathroom. Now it's been like over 30 seconds, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, mind you, we chugged a lot of beer. So she comes
We're
walking
still
back
playing. We don't
out.
stop playing.
Right.
Yeah, no, we kept playing. She walks back out, and then I make the off-colored remark, and I say, "Yeah, you must have went in and threw your guts up out." And without a beat, she goes, No, I didn't throw up. I just took a shit."
And at this time, I'm thinking like, oh, she's being funny, like she's being witty.
Yeah.
And so her comment after I just took a shit is, "Are you gonna give me a tour of the house? Are you gonna show me the house?"
Like it's not like
And
you're
I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'll
like
take
she's
you
a
out."
homie.
Yeah. And so I tell you the tour of the house. We get to the back room, and it smells like doo doo. She for real took a caca in my bathroom. She took a caca. She didn't turn on the air vent, the fart fan, and she didn't spray. So disrespectful. It was
Light a match, nothing.
nothing, dude. She didn't want a brother. Nothing. She was like, I poo pooed, and she was now playing. And so that was the first experience.
Would
Of
you
the
care to say
Taylor-
her name on here?
Well, I think her name was Candace.
Okay.
And I used to make the joke to her before she came was like, Candace, little smoky fit in your mouth.
Mhm.
Candace Vienna sausage, get it in those cheeks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Candace is just one of those bad names. Her parents weren't thinking about that one.
Nah, yeah, that's one of them.
I will tell you, by the way, I forgot to mention this part. So the red flag. The red flag was the red flag was before she pulled up, Diesel. So she's about to pull up, and mind you, Mr. Freeman and her have not met at all. It's just pictures, right?
Yep.
So she's pulling into the yard, and I told Anthony, I was like, it'd be funny as fuck is if I ran out there and like jokingly.
You're Anthony.
catfish.
Yeah.
Like if I was
Yeah.
Okay, but we didn't do that. It would have been funny, but we didn't do that. Well, she comes in. Well, then we tell that joke to her.
Mm-hmm.
We tell that joke. We're like, "Happy birthday." Uh-huh.
Tell her I said happy birthday.
Tell her I said happy birthday too, Schmieder.
So we tell that joke to her. We say, it'd be funny as fuck, as if that happened.
Uh huh.
Guess what her reply was, Diesel?
What?
We would have
Just
still
get-
drank.
We would still hung out. I don't give a fuck. I'm still trying to
So-
drink.
So here's the part that I forgot to mention about her working those angles, brother. So she hops out of this lifted Chevy Colorado, 4 foot nothing, and whenever she goes, she hops out like this, and then she goes to hug me like this. And this is not to make fun of anybody who's handicapped, but you gotta let somebody know that you're handicapped.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
this
Like
girl,
just to let
she
you
got
know,
this
my
thing.
head is on a lean. Yeah.
Like, yeah, she's like, it was like, the right side of her brain developed too early, and it just, her neck got tired on the right side, and it's just trying to rest on the shoulder for her whole life. And that's how, we're sitting here drinking, and this is why it's unfair advantage when her and Paul playing quarters, right? Because she got the shorter right arm, and she's right-handed, and Paul's got the full throat. Paul's got
Yeah,
the
he's got
first-
full
It
force.
wasn't a fair
Yeah.
game to begin with. We probably, it just wasn't fair to her.
Yeah.
So she set herself up for failure. I will say that.
Mhm. And then after she took a poop, Anthony went there and made love to her.
That is a lie, Paul. That's fake news. Where's Donald
Stinky
Trump?
butt and everything. He didn't care.
No, I didn't, Paul. You're lying. Lying on my name. Tell the truth, shame the devil. So that's only first experience. So I went 2-0 for Tinder, and I was like, I'm done. 2 and done for me. That's what I always say.
Yep.
Second one, I was really particular, right? So doing the whole thing, the swipe left and right, meet another one, and she's a good looking guy. And in her pictures, she's always sending pictures of the gym. And then I was like,
Hey,
all right,
I'm
before
reading
we
my
hang
mic.
out,
I'm about to piss my pants.
all right, tell you that's happy birthday. And so like this girl was always sending me pictures at the gym. Yeah, I can't hear you.
Yep, you're good.
And I'm like, all right, cool. This girl and I was like, I need to see all of you. Like, let me see. And like, no, I'm not asking for nudes, but I'm just saying, like, let me see that you're a normal human being.
Yeah, like I got burnt
Not
the
an
first
X-Men.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. And so she's out, and her hair's prettier, her makeup looks good, and she's wearing like crop tops and whatever. And on this app, it tells them like how far away they are from you,
Hmm.
right? And I live out in the country, so I would be the equivalent to living on Farmers Road on the Loop
Yep.
of Amarillo,
Uh-huh.
and that's where I live for the San Antonio area. And so this girl lives right up the road, right up the road. I think she was like 5 or 6 miles away, and she was like, I'm really close. Instead of us going into town and going out somewhere, why don't we just link up, at your spot or mine? And I was
Right.
like, well, I'm cooking. Here, you can come out. And so she comes down the road to my house, and I see it. She pulls up in a Cadillac 300C on 22s, like
Damn.
nice car.
Hmm.
Yeah, so nice car. I asked her what she does. She's a dental assistant. I think she only had one kid, which is a big deal nowadays because everybody has kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. This is a winner chicken dinner. And so we're hanging out. I do the same thing. Give a tour of the house. We're having a couple beers. We're eating food, and we get to the bedroom. So what's up? And
What's up?
so I'm very particular. So I have 2 beds in my house, right? And then I have mattresses, but I have a 3-bedroom house, 2 beds, and the bed that I sleep in is a twin mattress. I'm just accustomed to a twin mattress.
Yeah.
And so I sleep in a twin mattress, and she was like, why do you sleep in a twin bed? And I was like, well, it's so
It's a long story. Yeah.
So I told her, I live by myself. I'm a single person, and it's a really expensive twin bed.
It is.
And she,
Purple, right?
and I was like, yeah,
Purple.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
purple.
Mm.
And
No, it is.
she
Diesel,
said,
it is.
I'm super jealous. I want a purple mattress so bad.
they're nice, man. And
Yeah.
I was spring for 2 models. Like they have the basic, well, I guess they have 3. And spring, if you can afford, save up some pennies and get the deluxe, definitely do it. It's worth it. And anyway, she was like, why is it so much? And I was like, well, sit on it. And so she goes to sit on it. When she does, she pulls me off, and
Oh, boy.
I kiss her.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
is completely undressed before I even take my shirt off. So I always do, and this is my method, and this may be dry snitching myself, but I always call it peel the banana. So I'll go cross, and then I pull the shirt up
Oh
over.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
That's the way
Yeah.
Vin Diesel
Pull up
takes off
the
his shirt.
back.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not fun to look at now, but I get some pull-ups back in the day. And so I peel the banana. And by the
Love
time
the
the
banana.
banana's
I love
peeled,
that.
and you can make a game with it, peel. The banana, peel. You know what I'm saying? You do whatever you
Yeah.
want with it. And by the time that my shirt is off, this girl is completely naked. And the only light that I have, I'm in the master bedroom. The only light coming in is the light from the master bedroom bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at her, and there's something just not right, brother. There's something just not right. And
You hear duct tape. She's like duct taping her dick back.
Yeah.
It's like, hang on.
Yeah.
Well, just hang on. I said
So
I'll be right there.
you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of remember that movie with Jack Black, Shallow Hal,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
where he's in love and she's all like skinny, and then she throws in the underwear, and the underwear like
Yeah,
this
it's like
big.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, so that's what it was, and I was like, so I stopped. I stopped, and I went and I turned the light on, and brother, whenever I tell you like this girl, she was flat, but she had stomach down here, like it covered the goodies.
Yeah.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Nothing major, but
Major,
what
major
she had,
fupa.
Been there yesterday.
yeah, so she had that surgery, and she lost the weight, but she left the skin,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
That skin guy goes. It
and
don't. That
that's a
don't
good part.
You
disappear.
gotta get a
She,
samurai sword. Fix that up real quick.
yeah, I mean she'll be healthy. I got a staple gun right
Yeah.
here,
Hey,
but
meat is meat.
for her, but
Bone is bone.
Yeah.
there you go. And so anyway, she and I couldn't. I was so I don't want to say I was grossed out, but I was just so taken
Don't
aback.
say grossed out. You sound like a dickhead.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I didn't say grossed out. I said taken aback. That's polite.
Taking the
And
back.
so
Fucking
and I was just like, you know what? I was like, I just feel like you should have told me because I played the guilt trip on her. But and not that I'm a doo doo head, dirtbag,
See,
but
you know what got you is after your vacation, bro. That I had to break you out of was the fake viral video.
Oh yeah. You got to talk about those. Talk about those. I got to take a leak again. Talk
Oh
about them.
my goodness.
I know them though, so talk about them. I just give me real quick.
was I sitting there to you? Did you have TikTok, Mike,
Yeah.
at one point?
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
one point,
And
yeah,
when it
Yeah.
first got out, you had it right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah,
And
All right, I'll be right
yeah.
back.
No,
I'll be right back.
go ahead.
I couldn't believe them.
Um,
I thought they were. I was like, "What's going on here?"
no, that got everybody. The uh, the big one that got everybody was the fake rich dude standing next to a Lamborghini, and he'd be dressed
What's
up
for
like a
rich dude?
hobo. It's a gold diggering one.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah, that got you real good.
Because I was
Eh,
like, these girls out here trying to get a brother.
No, fake.
There was another
Uh,
one. Like there'd be people like Phil. Like once you started telling me that, I'm like, oh, okay, this is set up. And that's what started bugging me about TikTok. TikTok was so fake. And right before I deleted TikTok, TikTok was so full of ads. Well, it wasn't full of it, but it just started to start getting ads. And I was like, no. Because when I
yeah,
first got TikTok, you could just swipe through 10 million videos and they were like, hey, you've been scrolling for a long time. Maybe you should take a break.
yeah.
But now that went away and now you'll get an ad and
You'll
an
get
ad
ad.
and an ad. And the only reason I say I don't have TikTok, but I see people who have it and they're scrolling. I'm like, damn, they put ads on there now.
So how
But
long is your break gonna be from TikTok? You think?
I think I'm over it, brother. So, I don't have Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Twitter. I got Snapchat, but I use Snapchat to promote my art.
Yeah,
Shout out to Penguins. I guess you can't see him, so on the other side. But so I use Snapchat to promote my art and word of mouth and kind of meet people in the city and just kind of get my name out there a little bit. My other work too. But I don't think I'm missing it, brother.
Yeah,
Who was it? It was Tippers that was saying she averaged like 7 hours a day on the phone, right? The screen time.
something like that. Yeah.
So my screen time average is I think 2.5 hours is what my last report was from my weekly report.
Tears said hi, Paul.
Oh, hello.
He said, "Yeah, hello."
Oh, she can get on. Let her
She's
get on
scared.
right quick.
She's scared. Come here. Come here.
No.
Get over here.
I can't even.
Get over
How about
here.
who?
Get over
Can I say
here.
something? Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
I can't hear you, but hi.
What's going on? How's
said what's
Now
going
you
on.
check out the headphones.
Yeah,
Paul.
he said, "What's going on?"
Nothing.
Hey, look.
how's Texas Tech treating you?
How's Texas Tech treating you?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
You got to be careful out there. I know.
Got to be
I know
careful
that
out
wo-
there. Sorry, I keep forgetting you can't hear them. All right, all right. Hang on, I'm getting a phone
look-
call. Y'all keep talking.
Oh hell, he's about to get in trouble.
Uh-oh. Mama's calling.
Mama's calling. To get the fuck
Yeah.
off that damn podcast. Bring my daughter on that damn podcast.
Mm, she's watching it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What another thing I was gonna talk to you about is when people go on vacation, right? There's a certain hazing that
Hey,
comes with, you know what I'm
you're
saying?
breaking up real bad. What? Say it again, brother.
I said when people go on vacation, let me make sure I got my Wi-Fi off on this. Better, same, better.
You're choppy as fuck, buddy.
Not me, brother. You.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you look a little better.
All right.
About vacation, what? Hang on, let Diesel get back on there.
All right,
There we go,
fellas.
you bet. So I don't know if y'all mentioned this in it may have been 2 podcasts ago, but like trolling people whenever they go on vacation, and so I got a couple stories about that. So whenever people first go first go on vacation,
Uh-huh.
People who are new to the system, they call them fish, right? Because they still have their gills, they're guppy, they're wet behind the ear, whatever
Oh yeah.
analogy you want to use. And so they're really easy to trick and take advantage of. For example, everybody goes to eat at the same time, right?
Hey, pause that,
Everybody
Anthony.
goes to
Pause
big,
that. Pause that. By vacation, he means vacation,
Yeah.
like away.
The one you can't take your phone to.
Yeah, like the one where you have to press 7 to answer
You
the
have
phone.
to the one that you have to make collect calls from.
Yes. Okay. There you go. Yeah, because we got a lot
So
of dumb listeners.
I take a 6 year involuntary, involuntary vacation, and I came out with I took a vacation and I got this. I put some stickers on it. There's a cat, there's a llama.
That's
Put some
a
stickers
mood
on it.
ring. That's a mood. That's a mood bracelet.
I mean, you can take some stuff with you, but you just don't like the way you got to take it in.
Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying?
And so, so we all go to the chow hall, and one of the first things if you're lucky, you click up with people really quick, and whatever you hang out with people who kind of show you the ropes. But if you're not, because you get everybody goes,
Yep.
all walks of life end up in the box, and one of the things that they do in the chow hall, so they have cups of water, and they give you the water for free. And then there's a guy who has like a Gatorade jug, and he's filling up like Kool-Aid or tea. And the guys will go to grab it, and they'll say, "Oh, you need a tea ticket, or you need a ticket to get Kool-Aid. You can't just have Kool-Aid. You need to go get a tea ticket to get the tea." And he's like, so the new guys will say, "Well, where do I get the tea tickets?" And they say, "Well, you got to go ask the guard." So this guy will go and put his tray down, he'll go and ask the guard. He said, "Hey, can I get a T ticket?" The guard will be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Like he just doesn't have T. And by the time the dude goes and he's like, "There's no T tickets," and he's like, "Oh man, you're right. You're right. Here you go. Here's the." But then by the time he gets back to his tray, his dessert's gone, his entree's gone. If it's a good entree, so this dude, it got burned, and so that happens. You just got. Then you got like whenever you're in before you hit the big house, you got like stupid pranks. Like when you're in county, you get bums, right? Bums are in there, and so they do the toothpaste in the hand and tickle their face. And, it's almost like being in college if you were forced to stay in there and you never got to leave.
Right.
So,
What was the biggest? So when you came back from vacation, what was the biggest change? Like, so, we can't say the N word now, right?
yeah.
like,
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know you couldn't say, and I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but RETARD.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
so retarded. I can't even spell it. I didn't know.
big deal now. Yeah,
I
it's a
think
big
retard
no.
ain't that bad.
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it is either. But I was watching a movie. I was watching a movie. He's like, "What do you think? I'm retarded?" And I'm like, "Oh man, if they said that nowadays, people will be hurt." There's certain words
Oh
that
yeah,
people. I guess I came out to a culture because I came out in 20, and it is a culture where people are easily offended now. Everybody
yeah.
has a voice and everybody has rights, and which is good. It's fair, but I just don't think people should be so thin-skinned. And that's just my
Right.
opinion. I may be wrong. Um, but that was a big change. Another big change. I think I struggled conforming back into society in a few different aspects. For example,
Of course.
whenever I'd go in the shower, I'd still wear shoes in the shower, right?
Really?
Because you don't not wear shoes in the shower
You right? Yeah.
when you're in the box because it's too easy for people to get you in the box in the shower. And so I'd get in the shower, I would have my shoes on, and then I'd have my clothes on, and I'd do my laundry. And I was living with my aunt whenever I first got out. I do my laundry and I wash it and I hang it on the shower curtain. And then somebody might go in the bathroom after me and be like, "Why are your clothes wet hanging on the curtain rod?" I'm like, "I just did laundry." And they're like, "We have a washer and dryer here."
Yeah.
Like, "Yeah, but I'm doing my laundry every day. I can do
Yeah.
it. I don't need to load." Um, Sleeping with the light. I had to sleep with the light on because prison's never dark. And they always have lights on because they need to see what you're doing. They need to see where you're at, make sure everybody's alive and healthy. That was a weird transition for me.
That
We
would
had a
that would
supervisor.
fuck me up so bad.
Yeah, that would torture Diesel. 'Cause
How
Diesel, he'd
long
get
did it
blacked
take you
out.
to get used to that in prison?
It took me a long time. You know what I started doing is now I can't sleep with the pillow behind my head because
Uh-huh.
whenever I first got in there, I had to sleep with the pillow over my face. Does that make sense? Or I
Yep.
would take my
Yep.
pillowcase off and I would put my pillowcase like a night mask.
Right.
Um, so that was a weird transition for me. What else? The noise. So there's always it's 72 man units, right? So there's always somebody awake. The last two prisons I was at were open man dorms,
Hmm.
and so there's always somebody awake. There's always somebody talking. There's always somebody moving. So it's never quiet. You have to learn to sleep with noise, and you have to learn to sleep with the lights on. And it's good because sometimes the nights you can't sleep because you got the light, you can read a book or whatever you want to do, but or write a letter or whatever you want to do. But sometimes it's tough, man. And when they say the law of the jungle, so it is the law of the jungle. And so that was, but getting out and dealing with that. People, first time I went to Walmart, I freaked out
Hmm.
because it's just too crowded. People are going different directions, and people stand behind you and they stand too close to you. And to people out here, that's a normal thing. Like you're just, oh, we're just shopping. But to me, I'm like, oh, what are you doing behind me? What are you doing next to me? What else was not? I used to always think people were following me. If I'm driving in the car, I'm like, oh no, this car's following me. They made the same turn as me. Like, I used to be really paranoid. I used to think all my phone calls were being listened to and tapped because when you're in the box, they listen to your phone calls.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
No,
Yep.
I had a couple of those phone calls. That was pretty fun.
I have a question for you. So, Dean, my girl, watches Love After
Orange is the New
Lockup.
Black. Oh, okay.
So, and it's about like girls and guys getting like pen pal boyfriends and girlfriends in prison, and then they get out and they try to be together. Did you ever get like any random, or did you join any site to where, you know, you were welcoming women into writing you, or was that just not
You
your
know what?
thing? Or did you know
No,
anybody?
it wasn't my thing. But what I did was, so I had a guy. He was like, "Hey, I was in county, and there's this girl who needs a pen pal." And so I wrote for a little bit
Hmm.
to a girl who was locked up, and then of course, you know, I had the girl that I was dating. Uh, you know, that I would write her letters, and of course my brother. But I didn't have like pen pals or, you know, at first, you know, I wanted to be in love. Like you feel really alone, so you want that relationship
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
But my vacation just it really steered me in a different direction.
Hmm.
So I was in a position where, you know, I made some different choices that helped me be successful.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean that show's crazy, bro. Like they have dudes and women on there, and they're like, well, how much did you spend on him? You know, the dude that's in prison, and she's like, I've sent him like $60,000 in the past 2 years, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And then they
Yeah.
get out and they try to be together, and they realize they fucking hate each other.
Hey man, I hate to cut it short, but my neighbors calling me.
Oh, you're good, brother. We're good.
All right,
I
man.
mean,
Hey,
we've
I
been on an
appreciate you
hour and a
guys
half.
having me on.
Hey, we'll get you back on,
Uh,
brother.
I love you guys. Talk to y'all later.
Love you too, man.
I love it, bro.
Later.
Later.
You.
Back at it, baby. What are you thinking? We're at an hour and a half exactly.
Yeah, dude. What are you thinking?
All right.
I didn't get any topics at all.
Well, I think that's good. You know why? Because I think you
gotta
need
get off too.
no, but I think you need to come here and do a podcast with me live
Oh my
eventually.
God, here we go.
Listen, this is why, because none of this can be posted on Apple Music or nothing. Like this
You
is
still look good.
well, thank you.
You're welcome. Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not.
What else do you have?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I came into this one blind. It's been a shitty week for me, so I didn't even with the unexpected traveling that I had to do.
I know, that's pretty fucking weird as fuck.
Can he not get back on after his neighbor's done, or does that mean he's going to bed?
I need to go to bed, yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Could
okay.
wake up at 2.
Ugh. It's in 3 hours.
Chapo's son got popped up.
Did he really?
Yeah, again.
Mm.
Yeah, all of the Mexican army is going to war again with Culiacan.
Dude, the craziest thing was when they were trying to arrest him and the cartels started shooting at the cops and they were like, look, if y'all go away, we're not going to shoot you. And the cops fucking left. Remember that? When they were about to catch him?
That was in 2019.
Yeah.
They arrested him in 2019.
That was so crazy.
Well, it happened again day before yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And they still have him and they won't let him go. And they're like shooting at airplanes and helicopters and everything. They're like fucking up Culiacan.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
What else? Man, I know we got to get some out of the way. The dude for the Bills didn't die. What else? What else is there? You have any more topics?
I really don't, bro. I haven't even been fucking worried about it because I've had a fucked up week.
No.
But before we get
Oh.
fucking dry, let's just go ahead and I want you to come over and do a fucking podcast. And there's something I need to talk to you about too offline.
Oh,
Because
God.
this
You
podcast might
break
be
over me?
no, but this podcast might be moving to your house soon.
You gonna break over me?
No, never.
Hang on. Well, let me take mine. Let me take mine real quick before we end it. Because I had some.
All right.
Hang on. Just hold your horses. Hold your horses.
How many I wonder how many viewers we have. 7.
I
We
just-
have 7.
7. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, did you hear about now this is weird. And this is worth a Google. But who do you think has a better hit list? Nick Cannon.
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
I already
All
knew.
day.
I already knew. All day long, man. The thing is Pete Davidson dates people we know. I couldn't tell you other than Mariah Carey who Nick Cannon's other baby mamas are. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I think that's the difference. Ariana Grande, Kim Kardashian.
Boom, boom. That new one he's with.
Who's he with? Who's he with now?
Some actress and don't get me wrong, but I've been told. You watch that new Wednesday?
No, have you?
I mean, I watched a couple episodes. You know, she's 20.
Okay.
You ain't watched it yet?
No, do I need to? Is it good?
All right. Did you watch the original Addams Family?
Oh, the Emily chick? Oh my god, dude, that is ridiculous. Really?
I mean, she's really 20 in real life.
Is that who
but
plays Wednesday?
I think so.
Nah, really?
Yeah, Pete Davidson's out for vengeance. I mean, Kim Kardashian really fucked it up for everyone. She was
No,
like, he
that's
has, like,
not
that
who
fucking-
plays. That's not who plays Wednesday. Jenna Ortega is who plays Wednesday.
Well, how old is she before I start making?
She's
off-color
20.
remarks?
She's 20.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, his hit list is ridiculous.
Because who's he with now? I think he's with like literally like a model. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who he's with now. I didn't even know that him and Kim broke up. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
How long does it take for you to get tired of Kim Kardashian's shit?
I'm tired of her
That's not
shit
like that
now.
forever.
I'm tired. I'm tired of her shit now. So probably not too long. For real, dude. I can't stand her. I can't stand them. Not a fan of the Kardashians. Other than, who's the hottest one in your mind?
Okay, now we go. Here we go. Here we go. There's a little gas. There's a little gas in the fire. I mean, I would think Kim's still the finest. I mean, I know everyone loves Kylie.
I'm a Kendall
you?
fan. Kendall.
Which one's Kendall?
The one that has like absolutely no surgery, no fake boobs, no fake ass.
The sister?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. You like them skinny?
They're all skinny.
No.
Who ain't?
That's not true.
The only one that's not skinny was OJ's daughter. What's her name? What's the big one's name?
Big dog linebacker.
Chloe. But
Chloe.
she's skinny now too.
Yeah, I guess. Damn, you like them skinny, huh?
Oh my god.
But she don't got no boobs or no butt at all.
No. But she ain't fake. I got to pee
All
so
right,
bad.
Brad. Go pee.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say top three actresses, and then we'll end it.
Actresses?
Yeah.
Women, right?
We can do men too. Next,
Well, that's actors.
we can do both,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
of course. Oh wait, we're doing good looking, right?
Oh, you're talking. I thought you just meant the way they act.
No, I was saying like sexiness.
Okay. Oh, Mila Kunis.
Okay, boom. Wait, well, not in order, not in order, not in order.
No, 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 no. Of course not.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that all day.
Okay, I do one. You do one.
Okay, so Mila Kunis, Robbie.
Oh, Margot.
Yeah, God,
Nice.
she's God's gift to earth.
Nice. Scarlett
All day.
Johansson.
Oh, you are a bitch. Ugh. Angelina Jolie.
Ooh.
Come on now. Come on now.
Okay. Leonardo DiCaprio.
You got a female name, fool.
Why? You said
We're
good
doing
looking.
3 girls and 3 boys.
Oh, okay.
What the hell, weirdo?
Who do I have right now?
You have Mila Kunis, and then you have I don't know, some of the weirdo one.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Megan Fox.
Oh, you are a mother. I was in love with her, but she got really weird with oh boy.
Yeah, I don't like who she is now. That's for sure.
I know. So my third will go. Oh, that girl from the Notebook. What was her name?
The Notebook.
Yeah, the main character, fool. She was also in Wedding Crashers.
I don't know. Let's see.
You get a break from texting your hoes, ignoring me, really?
Rachel
Really?
McAdams?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Hey, yeah, come on now. She's kind of pale, but
Jennifer Lawrence. Silver Linings Playbook. Uh-oh, he had to mute the mic. He's getting in trouble. Look at him. He is getting
no, I'm trying to find the comments on these things.
Jenny Ortega. Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. Oh boy. What the hell? Jenny Ortega. Look at the comments. Oh yeah, but she hasn't.
Yeah,
Oh hell.
Pete Davidson
Fuck the
definitely
Eagles.
has
Hang
a
on, we gotta
fucking
shout these people out.
huge dick.
What's up, gentlemen? Omar Soto's here. Fuck the Eagles. Okay.
That's when we were talking
All right,
about
now
the
we
Eagles.
gotta do guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Chris
Sexy,
Hemsworth.
who's that?
Thor.
Thor. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna go easy. Brad Peasy.
Really?
Come on now.
Jesus Christ.
Not long hair. Brad Peasy. Short hair.
Okay, can I say Leo now? God damn it.
All right. Yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, no. I'll give you a weird one. Who's the sexy boy from Aquaman?
Oh, Jason Momoa or something like that.
Yeah, Jason. Shout her out. Schmieda's in here.
I got you one.
Jason Momoa.
I got you
Okay.
one. And this is gonna make all the black lovers love me.
Oh boy, here we go. Tupac. Here we go.
No.
Here we go. Tyrese. Here we go.
No. Idris Elba.
Who?
Idris Elba.
What the fuck is that?
The black dude in The Office when
He's a stud.
yeah.
No. Oh, he don't do that either. I mean, I think in The Office he talks normal, or he's in Takers.
Yeah,
Right?
he has
And
an
he talks
English. He's
normal?
from England. He has an English accent.
So in The Office he talks normal, but
No, in
Right?
The Office he talks like an American, but his real voice is an English accent.
okay. All right, let me give you another one.
Dude, I have to
dude.
pee so bad.
Okay, give me a topic, and I'll keep it going.
I can't even think right now.
Go pee. You gotta hurry up.
Okay, I will.
And I'm gonna
I
keep
will.
it going.
I will.
Okay, I'm just gonna depend on the comments right now. Now this is a wild card, guys. Now it's he's the Indian guy. He's La Bamba. He's also on Texas Texas Ranger. I think he's a stud. He has long hair on Texas Ranger. He's Richie on La Bamba. Who the fuck is Richie on La Bamba? I need some help. Come on now. Anybody, please God, somebody, please help me. I thought he was always a stud. Jesus. Come on now. Not no. I think he's on Young Guns too. Chavez or Chavez. Chavez or Chavez.
Thought of another
Hey.
hot actor.
Damn, that was quick as fuck, bro.
Thought of another hot actor.
Okay.
Michael Ealy. Dude
What's
from
he
the
on?
barbershop.
Which one?
The one that gets arrested. Because you don't know? I'll send you a picture. You do?
Orange eyes?
Huh?
The stud? With
Yeah.
the fluffy jacket?
Mhm.
You're
That's-
a little more.
Yeah.
You like Lily Bangs too, don't you?
Yeah, dude. Good looking.
He
I have a
is a
thing for black guys, I
stud.
think.
He is a stud.
I have a thing for
So
black
loud.
guys.
You know, he's on a lot of black films, like
Yeah, think like a man.
yeah. He's like
Soul
the
food.
janitor at the church.
Yeah. I told Aunt, I was like, you know, we can't say the N word anymore, right?
Shit. What else you got, bro?
I'm
I know I have some more. Fuck. I guess that's it, man. Well,
as always.
as always, it's the Blues Brothers, never the Blues Brothers. I'm Paul Grizzly.
I am Mike Diesel.
It's the Blues Brothers. We gone.